Live from Detroit, this is the Honestly Sis Podcast.
Drew Prince Music.
Welcome back to the Honestly Sis Podcast, the Activation Edition. This is our Activation 102. And our quote for this week is as follows. It comes from Ready Player One. Some people can read War and Peace and come away thinking of it as a simple adventure story, while others can read the ingredients on the back of a chewing gum wrapper and unlock the secrets to the universe. My name is Honest Am. I am a third generational healer with the ability to channel and divine guidance from the spiritual realm to help us bring heaven on earth and to become the alchemist of our life. If you're interested to learn more about this, or if you like this type of thing, go ahead, make sure you check out www.honestlysis.com/free offerings, because it will take you to the Honestly Sis YouTube page where I have over 150 videos talking about this very subject. So go ahead and dive in that catalog if that is something you're interested in. So now we're going to go ahead and get into our activation portion. Before we get into that, I would like to just do a deep prayer, some deep breathing and a prayer so that I can connect to your energy and that we can get the information that we need for this episode. Okay. So go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose, out your mouth. One more time, in through your nose and out your mouth. Dear God, guardian angels, and ancestors, we come here as humbly as we know how to just say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be able to connect in this way. Now, dear God, guardian angels, and ancestors, you know who we're going to come across this video. You know who may see this Instagram reel or this YouTube short. I ask that you please deliver the information that you deem worthy for them to hear. Allow no doubt or confusion in me or the listener's mind. God, I am a clear, open vessel. All beings of light, all guardian angels of light, you are welcome here now. Please give us the information that you deem worthy for our life, for our greatest ascension, for our highest good, and to help bring heaven on earth. In God's name I pray. Ashe. Now, dear y'all, before we get into this, and just in case this is like your first episode, I do want to set some ground rules. I do use God and cusses in the same sentence. I may speak a little quickly, but I'm really trying to work on that. And we're going to have a deep dive on any concepts that may come up. So I don't want to make this channeling too long. But just know that if anything comes up and I don't cover in a deep dive, you can always send me a message at honestlysis@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on Substack, just go ahead and comment right in the comment section. I promise I would get to it. And if your question is, maybe it may be such a penetrating or thought-provoking question that it may actually inspire a whole episode. So do not be afraid to ask for further information, for further clarification. I am a teacher. That is what I'm here for. All right, so let's go ahead. We got one card that has top form out. Let's get another one. Two more cards, please. What do we need to know to become the alchemist of our lives? Okay. And I also have transformation and kindness kind of sticking up. Oh, you probably can't see that. But transformation and kindness is also peeking up at me as I close the lid on these. So it's letting me know that we are all going through this time of great transformation. I mean, but we can feel that, like, we just literally had a presidential election change the candidates like 6 months, 90 days before the actual election was supposed to take place. When had that ever happened in history? I'm sure it never happened. Probably has. I don't know. I don't know of a time where that's ever happened. So we have things that are occurring within the world externally from us that is transformation and changing. But then we also have a lot of transformation and change that are going to be coming on internally. Also, for those people that have been on this transformation journey for a long time, some good news for you. This year, those transformations that you were doing internally, like you felt yourself thinking differently, being differently, that is going to start manifesting into your life externally. So just get ready for that. And with that kindness card coming out, no matter if you're new on this journey or you've been on it for a while, God is saying be kind with yourself. You don't have to work so hard. Stop beating yourself up. Also, stop beating your past self up. You did what you had to do with the information that you had with the time. Let it go. Let's go ahead and get into these cards. The 3 cards that came out is, oh my God, I love this. It is resilience. I want to say this card came out in our very first activation. It's coming out again. It's back in that past position. So God is really, really, really stressing that you need to look at your past and stop. A lot of us look at our past, and what we do is that we judge ourselves. We beat ourselves up for it. Oh, you should have been stronger. Oh, you should have been wiser. Oh, you should have picked a different major. Oh, you didn't do the right career. Oh, you didn't pick the right partner. Blah, 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 blah. But God is saying the purpose of reflection, the purpose of looking back over your past, we're also in Mercury retrograde. So a lot of this information, a lot of your past feelings may be coming up, and it's not coming up for you to be like, oh my God, look how bad I used to be, or to beat yourself up. It's coming up for you to see your resilience, to see how much you've overcome, and to know that if you can overcome all of that bad shit before, then know that two things. Know that whatever is coming for you for the future, you have the skills, you have the capabilities to overcome them, overcome those obstacles. And also, if you had a lot of bad in your past, then God is saying, hey, boo, it's time for you to experience something good. It's time for you to transform and get on the other side of the rainbow. If all you've experienced is betrayal, backstab, heartbreak, but then deep down inside, you want to know love, you want to know abundance, you want to know peace, then it is on you to take those steps to bring that into your life. But do it with kindness, and do it looking at your past with a kind heart, and seeing how resilient you have been. And our present position is abundance, which I actually really, really love. It's like a little angel sprinkling abundance on us right now. And that's just saying that right now we are in an abundant season. Like I was saying before, a lot of you guys have been being on this journey for the last 5-10 years. You're going to start seeing those blessings come about. You're going to start seeing those big breakthroughs that you've been working, 10 plus years on. They're coming. And the thing that God is asking you to do right now, you need to get an abundant mindset. You need to start speaking of yourself differently. You need to start practicing what it feels like to be abundant. You need to start carrying yourself that way. I don't know about you, but when I really started to understand, not even understand this spiritual journey, I started to walk a little bit differently. Like I walk outside with my head high. I don't know, and it was so funny. I remember this guy. I was walking because I live in an apartment, a condominium complex, and there's a couple of buildings by me, and the guy was like, "You walking kind of cool there," and it's like people can see it on you, like when you have that confidence, or you just like, you gotta be like Simone Biles. You know what? Ooh, that's a good thing. If you go look at Jordan Childs. I don't give a fuck what the Olympics say. She is the silver medalist. We're not going back. The pictures are taken. It is in history. It's done. It was a black girl podium. Black girl podium. Black girl podium. Okay, we won. It's over. But the reason why I'm bringing up Jordan Childs is because if you look at Jordan, she could just be sitting there, and it's just something about her presence. It's something about her energy. Like you just look at her and you see that's that girl, that's that bitch, and so you have to have that energy. You have to have that attitude that I don't give a fuck. I don't care how bad my life used to be. I don't care what I went through. I don't care what my parents been through. I don't care what my past life or projection is supposed to be. I'm going to be that girl. I'm going to experience abundance, and I'm experiencing it now. The part of me doing this podcast and stepping out here is because God is like, you need to embody it, boo. You need to walk it like you talk it. You need to talk it for real from the highest rooftops. And that's what I'm doing right now. And so this abundant card is in our current position because God is saying, stop worrying about this abundance in the past. You like, oh, when I get, no, what is abundance right now? What can you do right now? What activities can you put in your life right now to activate abundance, that feeling of abundance? I don't know about you, but I love a spa day. I don't, it's something about a 90-minute massage that all of a sudden I'm feeling like a luxurious bitch. I don't know about you, but I love a spa day. I don't know about you, but it's something about making some fresh pasta with a bottle of wine that all of a sudden, bitch, I'm in Italy eating the spaghettis. Okay. I don't know. It's just something about it that just makes me feel abundant. So what are those activities in your life that makes you feel abundant? Because God is calling us to walk into it. I'm writing it down because I can forget. Angel number 1034. Relaxation is in our future. And so what God is trying to get you to understand, remember I was saying in that abundant in our current position, like stop worrying about the abundance in the future, like worry about the abundance right now. And the reason why he has relaxation in our future is because if you know, and this wasn't even our quote, but maybe that may be our quote next week. If you know that your crown is bought and paid for, right? And you know that what you have, that God, whatever road you're on, for me, I'm going to be a New York Times bestseller. For me, it is making my way out of accounting, whatever it may be for you. If you know in your heart of hearts that God has called you to this and you know that it's going to happen, then what's the rush? Why are you over here panicking? Why are you worrying? Why are you like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Relax, because you know the abundance is coming. That's why you have to be abundant now. That's why you have to embody it now. You got to feel like it's already done now in the present so that when you get to the future, you can be there. I don't know about you, but I want to experience, attaining wealth and manifesting my dreams effortlessly. I don't know about you, but I don't want to work. Like, I want to have fun. I want to create. I don't want to make money. I want to create money. Okay. Like, and it's a different mindset. Like, when you're making money, you gotta hustle. You gotta do all these things. But when you're creating money, when you know that it is just meant to you and you're abundant and it's supposed to be yours because you have already declared it to be so, then there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to rush for. There's nothing you have to hurry up and do. There's nothing you have to heal right now. There's no project. It's just living life, right? That's where God is trying to get us to. That's why God is like, look at your past. Look at the shit you've been through. Look at the shit you put yourself through. Shit that you ain't even want, right? You did all this. You hopped through all these hoops for this shit that you didn't even want. God is like, why you can't relax and chill, knowing that just because I've already put you on a journey, you've done all the steps. Like this is the thing. Let me back up a step. Don't ask for it if you're not willing to work for it. If you are not working towards your dreams, then this abundance and like this message ain't even for you. Like, boo, you got to start at step 1. Go back to the YouTube channel. Go look at the 12 steps to become an alchemist in your life. Do your homework and then come on back over here because this is embodiment season. This is for those people who are on the journey. These are for those people who are like, or you know what? This podcast is for those people who are like, I kind of believe in God. I kind of believe in the spirituality shit. I kind of don't. Sometimes I see an angel number, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think God is speaking to me, but sometimes I don't know. I'm here to be like, yes, girl, God's speaking to you. Yes, confirmation that is what you're supposed to do. Yes, boo. Like, I'm just your little cheerleader. I'm rooting you along. I'm affirming you. If anything you feel in here, it's because of you, right? And so if you have already done the steps to walk to get on your path, then instead of worrying about how to get there or when it's going to come or when to break through, how can I manifest, what skill do I need to, instead of doing all of that shit, relax and focus on embodying who you're trying to be. That's what this message is all about. And it's saying, looking at your past, looking at all the stuff you overcome, meaning that for a lot of you guys, the reason why the resilience is out here is because you've done so much fucking work. That God is like, there's honestly nothing else for you to do but to chill, relax, and act like you're abundant. Like, the reason why you're not having your blessing is because you won't chill the fuck out. And so if we could just chill the fuck out, then all of our blessings will come. But if you're new on this journey, your homework is to start getting on there. And again, but your same message is relaxation. Don't be like, oh my God, I got so much work to do. No, boo. You're naturally gonna know what you're supposed to do. You found this podcast because it's naturally maybe in line for you. Every step, the thing about co-creation, God is going to provide for you every step of the way. Moving into some tarot. Angel number 1505. Clarify this message of resilience, abundance, and relaxation. Why is it important for us that we can overcome any obstacle that comes our way? Why is it important for us to embody who we want to come right now? God name I pray, Ashe. Yes, angel number 1545. The reason why you need to relax because the tower is falling, boo. The tower is falling. Like, this is why I try not to get caught up in world events because it's like, but we're going through transformation, whether you want it or not. Republicans, we are changing. Bitch, there is no going back. Come on, come on. What mama let's say? We ain't going back. There is no going back. None of us are going back. This is why I'm here, boo. I am here to guide you to the end of the world as we know it today. Welcome. Bitch, tower coming for us all. Okay? Like, the tower is coming for us all. And so either you're going to go out of this tower peacefully and be like, yes, let that motherfucker fall, or you gonna be like, I'm praying because you're here, you're a part of this tribe, that you're gonna go. We're getting this reading, this whole channeling is so that we can go through this transformation peacefully. We do not have to go through transformation painfully. We do not have to keep getting our head, keep getting kicked over our head over and over and over. There is a way that we can do these transitions with ease and peace, and that is what I am here for, to help you do it. And so in our past position, we have the Queen of Wands came out again. I want to say these are the same exact fucking cards because again, God is like, no, I mean what I say. And the Queen of Wands is someone who has used their intuition. That's why this black cat is here. She's trusted the spiritual side. She's worked with the spiritual side. And so she has literally taken that Ace of Wands and went through all of those steps to become where she is now. She's built herself a kingdom off of her own talents, off of her own skills, and she shared it with others. That's what that sunflower is for. The very things that nourish her, she's able to give to others so that they can nourish themselves as well. That is who you are. God is like, the things that you've been through, those trials and tribulations that you went through, it wasn't for you it wasn't to destroy you or to make you feel weak or to make you feel less than, but it's to show how fucking strong you are. And if you could just get on the other side and use that shit as a testimony and use it as a springboard to your resilience, then you will stop feeling so bad. You will stop beating yourself up because there is nothing, absolutely nothing for you to be ashamed of. You are the Queen of motherfucking Wands. You have the ability, you have the skills to rule your own kingdom. You just got to trust it. You just got to stop beating yourself up about it. Because this did come out reversed, but the whole deck was kind of reversed, so I switched around. So it could be like you don't feel like the Queen of Wands. And it could be because you're like, I don't see the big blessing. Like, I'm still in corporate. I'm still in here. I'm still with my shitty baby daddy, whatever it may be. But God is saying that's because you need to embody it. In the current position, under abundance is the King of Pentacles. How much clearer can God get? He's saying embody it. The reason why you don't feel like the Queen of Wands is because you're not embodying it. You need to, it's like, it's not enough for you to just review your past. That's why, and for some of you guys, you haven't reviewed your past. You haven't went back. You haven't thought about, you haven't did a review. You haven't did any morning pages. Like, that's why you're feeling imposter syndrome. You've just been working. And now you're looking up and you're like, damn, like, I have all this shit, but what does this mean to me? Is this abundance to me? You may be asking yourself, what I've accomplished so far in these last 10, 15 years of my life, is this my version of abundance? And maybe this is the question you need to ask yourself right now. Maybe if the life that you're leading or the kingdom that you build is not a reflection on abundance, maybe now you need to allow yourself to go through that transformation to get the abundance that you want. And for some of you guys that you're not exactly where you are, but you also did all the work, it's embodiment time, boo. You got to feel it. You have to find a way every single day to feel like the King of Pentacles. And if that means that Maybe you're waking up and doing meditation. Maybe you're doing your morning pages. Maybe shit, you may have to do some work on a job. Maybe you may have to ignore a couple of motherfuckers. Whatever you needed to do, you need to do what you need to do to become the King of Pentacles. Because what we learned last time is that the world is not going to tell us who we are. We can't keep looking at the world being like, oh, but I don't look like the King of Pentacles. I don't have the things that the King of Pentacles. No, you feel it inside. You keep feeling it. You keep believing it. You keep saying that to yourself until it becomes a reality. That's why we have affirmations. I know exactly what our deep dive is going to be about. For relaxation, what came out in our future position is temperance. This is what we're doing, and you're going to be doing this for a while. It is time. That's why God is saying you need to embody it. I think for a lot of you guys, because this temperate cards does have a lot of water, I think for a lot of you guys, you're like, but you're like, I don't feel it. Like, yeah, I've been doing the work, I've been doing all this stuff, but I keep feeling feelings of doubt. I keep having moments, and boo, that's human. That is the human experience. But the reason why you're here, the reason why you are like this angel right here is so that you can transmute it. Feelings are going to come up. Get you a feeling wheel. You don't even have to buy one. Go on Pinterest, look up feeling wheel. And whenever you're feeling something, investigate. Well, why do I feel this way? And then look at the feeling, look at your feeling wheel, and then try to get to the emotion behind the feeling. If you're feeling, for me, a big feeling for me that may come up is feeling trapped or feeling like I'm running out of time. And it's like, I know I'm not trapped. I know I'm not running out of time. And so sometimes I have to just go and do some sleep hypnosis tracks to calm my mind, to empower my self-conscious, to remind myself, angel number 2202, hey, boo, we're exactly where we need to be. Everything is moving according to plan. The thing about you being a spiritual being and the beautiful gift that we have is that we have this mind, but this mind, we have to gain control of it. And so the emotions you're feeling, it could be because you have to do a little bit of work on your mind, or it could be coming up because your mind is trying to get you to see, your body is trying to get you to see, hey, boo, something isn't right here. This isn't really our version of abundance, and you may have to make a couple of adjustments. But overall, what God is saying is that right now, you are the Queen of Wands. Like, you've done so much work, but you have to embody it. And you have to know that when these moments of doubts come up, your job is to transmute it. Your job is to listen to it. Your job is to work with the spiritual team. And also, for a lot of you guys, I think you may you do feel like the Queen of Wands, but you're like, it's not happening fast enough. Again, go back into that King of Pentacles energy, go back into that abundance energy. If you know that it's already done, what do you mean it's not happening? Isn't it a thing called divine timing at play? So again, it's like, instead of feeling like things are outside of our control or focusing on the things that are outside of our control, we become the angel of temperance and we learn how to balance within ourselves. That's how we become the alchemist of our lives. And so I'm going to go ahead and just pull a tool for this reading. I'm not going to get into the tool. If you're interested in getting this tool, make sure that you check out. You can become a member of the Substack. It's only $7.70 a month. And you can get this tool for you. For everybody else, if you can't afford that right now, the tool will be in our archive in about a month or so. All right, God, clarify this message of resilience, abundance, relaxation, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Tower. Yeah, it's like we're going through a very big transformation right now. And so our job is just to keep ourselves balanced. Are those emotions are coming up because God is like, you need to stay balanced. So the three tools that came out is whatever I desire, I can acquire. That came out with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Again, maybe some of you guys need to, I'm not going to get into it. I was about to give it I'll give a quick little tool. Some of you guys need to go back and reflect and think about, that's why our deep dive is going to be on reflection. Some of you guys need to go back and reflect on some of those things that you just wanted, and then it manifests in your life. If you can do it on a smaller scale, you can do it on a larger scale. For the King of Pentacles and abundance, what came out is I would tell my story as I want it to be. Again, a lot of you guys need to work on how you speak and how you're thinking over your dreams. And then last but not least is what do I want and why do I want it? With the temperance, again, what I was saying back in this current position, a lot of you guys, some of those feelings that are coming up that are arising because you need to really genuinely ask yourself, why do you want this thing? What do you want and why do you want this thing? Okay. But that is our channel guidance for this week. We are going through a major transformation, and your job is to stay balanced. And what are those activities that you do to keep yourself at balance? Drew Prince music. All right, and so our deep dive is going to be a really quick one. The deep dive, I just want to do it on reflection and let you guys understand why it is so important. And so earlier this week, I kept for the last couple of weeks, I've been having these dreams, and no matter where I have the dream, I'm always at my father's house, and it was really frustrating me. And I'm like, why do I keep finding myself back here? And so I pulled me some affirmation cards, and the affirmation cards I pulled is I am safe, I am free, and I am aware. And as I was just like doing those, I was saying those affirmations as I was doing my yoga flow. And what flashed in my mind was me asking my father a question. And then before I finished the yoga flow, another incident flashed in my mind. And so as soon as I finished doing my yoga, I sat down and I started writing about what happened. And it was pretty much like my mind reminding me of how I even got into the situation with my father. And it was funny because it's like I forgot. I forgot that my dad is actually kind of the reason he created this issue, and that all of my actions has just been a result of trying to protect myself, trying to make sure that I stay in balance, to try to make sure that I feel like I am the King of Pentacles, to protect all of the work that I've done as the Queen of Wands. And I didn't realize that the feelings that was coming up was because I was like taking on that shame, and I was feeling like, oh, well, maybe I'm being, too healed and too holy, or, maybe I'm being too sensitive. But me going through that yoga flow, me saying those affirmations, my mind reminding me like, boo, you're forgetting you didn't create this problem. All you are only trying to better yourself. So stop taking that on. And so me being able to do that reflection, it literally like it was a lightness. Like I suddenly had this lightness in my body, and I was no longer feeling so bogged down. And so I tell you that story because that may be happening for you. You may be beating yourself up for something that is not even your shame to carry. You may not have even done anything wrong, and yet you're carrying all of this on. So that is the purpose of reflection. We do this mindful remembering because it brings it helps us heal those bits and pieces of our hearts, because our brain is so smart that when it wants to protect us, it'll just take the memory away. We won't have it anymore. If you haven't seen Inside Out 2, go watch it, because that shit is real. And I'm gonna have to say what Crystal said, that's happening on a girl that has a relatively normal life. So just imagine how your control panel is if you actually been through some trauma and some shit, right? And so we have to do this exercise of remembering and reminding ourselves, hey, oh yeah, I have overcome this. Oh yeah, I am doing this. Oh yeah, this is why this situation is this way. Not for you to beat yourself up, or not for you to be like, trying to blame other people, but just so you can see your own resilience so that you can have confidence. Okay. All right, y'all. So this week, your homework or just some questions to consider is, what activities make you feel abundant? Or really try to think about who you want to become. So if you want to become a writer, or if you want to become a podcaster, what does your daily life look like as a writer or a podcaster? And how can you start taking daily baby steps in your daily life to become that? Another thing that I want you to think about is, what are those activities that you do to stay at balance? I gave you a very simple one. It's affirmation cards, journaling, writing what are the things that you do to keep yourself in balance, because that is going to be very, very important in the season in your life. So that is it. We have made it to the end of this episode. This episode, again, just to clarify, is all about us going through this very great transformation, and that our job as spiritual beings, as humans on this journey, is to just keep ourselves at balance, to find ways to make ourselves relax, to find ways to make ourselves feel abundant right now. Now, if you are interested in getting into these tools, please make sure you become a member of our Substack or subscribe. I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna do a Patreon. I'm not sure, y'all. So right now it's all on Substack. So if you want it, please make sure that you check it out. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you can. Our beautiful theme music is from Drew Prince. Thank you so much for these funky beats. This episode was written, produced by yours truly, and channeled by me and my spirit team. Remember, Honestly Sis is an independently owned and operated company. If you wish to support the mission, please make sure you check out www.honestlysis.com or think about becoming a member for a Substack. For everybody else, I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe out there. Peace.